Tumavele from programtom.com/dev here, and in this episode I'm gonna talk about context switcher, the killer of productivity. And this is unfortunately something that I'm doing. I'm switching contexts and in multiple levels. So there are a lot of levels of context switching. One is switching between front end and back end, and I'm doing that with Flutter and Java. And there are also several other spaces where you could switch your attention to different projects, to different areas of product development, and different niches, and even within the tech stacks. For example, Flutter, if you're looking at multiple projects, you may find context switch between different state management systems, architectures, and approaches. And this is the same for the backend with different different external services, clouds, databases, having the having to troubleshoot issues with Docker and Linux, and basically context switching needs force your brain to refocus. You need to switch your context, what is current at the moment, and focus on the next topic. And yeah, it it is hard to context switch when someone has interrupted you, and this is also a point where you are not the driver of the context switch, but some external situations. And there are some ways you could resolve this by batching similar tasks, like making blocks of time doing for a specific task and a block of time doing the other task. So this will make a habit of your brain, make a habit to focus on a certain task on a certain time of the day, and there is some type of Pareto principle 80-20, and yeah, you could take advantages of tools to do this. And basically, if you're solopreneur, you're out of luck, and you most probably are doing some type of context switching between all of these. Basically, for the past few days, I've been in searching for freelance work, and I've actually spent some time creating a website, multilingual website, and I need to change some stuff here and there, and I'm seeing now that I haven't translated all content, but yeah, I need some more work here after the user of the site will see it. And basically, I've been preparing to get back to work to the notification center app that I've posted previously, and I have my backend, IntelliJ, Java, and Android Studio, the front-end site. This is all prepared, and I may get back to work as I've posted several videos. But in the meantime, while I was not doing some of the mentioned work, I've also found some cool new ways of text to speech offline. So basically, I found a guy that creates voice to text APIs and this works offline. And this guy, Vosk API, is using the mathematical transformations that are implemented with Sphinx, with the Sphinx uh, speech recognition. This is a very old project that is open source, and it is universal research, and it is a speech recognition software initially written in C. And yeah, there is a lot of work on it. It uses Markov mathematical models, and I've also found a guy that implemented the Whisper API and made it in C++ and made it portable. This is actually the project that another guy is attempting to wrap it in Flutter, and here is the guy that has made some proof of concepts supporting all platforms and doing on-device speech-to-text recognition even in airplane mode. And what I've noticed here on a higher level, without getting too in depth of it, is it is using the base or tiny model, so it will work on mobile device, but any language outside of English will most probably not fit. At least that was not at least this was my experience when I was implementing Whisper on backend. The recognition of any non-English language was horrible. But yeah, I may try it as it is implemented in C++, so it may probably it could potentially work faster and better. But yeah, this needs another experiment, because I have a proof of concept app that uses the current available Whisper library. It translates the text. It um, grabs the text from the audio, translates it with Google Translate, and I again with another large language model, I'm producing audio from text. So yeah, this is another experiment that I think of getting into, so I could make super cool apps that could talk to the people. And yeah, the large models are very huge, and for mobile devices the huge is not an option basically. So these are experiment projects that I'm thinking getting into, and all of that, besides some articles that I'm preparing. And basically I'm having too large contexts, too many contexts here, and switching between them is great killer of productivity, unfortunately for me.